You know, when he held that cross and was going to Golgotha, he had lost blood in 7 places, and death was coming. His flesh didn't have the capacity to sustain the journey. And there's a certain spot that he needs to arrive outside of the gates, the walls of the city, for redemption to become efficacious. Sanctification was hanging on him. Redemption was hanging on him. Atonement was hanging on him. And God had to manipulate the Simon the Cyrenian and brought him into the equation to take the cross outside of the city. And when he was nailed and hung, when his blood touched the ground at Golgotha, the place of the skull, that was what gave birth to the reaction that tore the garment that concealed the Holy of Holies. Now, stay with me. The garment that concealed the Holy of Holies. Do something to this psalm here. The garment that concealed the Holy of Holies, it did not tear from bottom to top. Just like the curtains in your village, the one in your grandfather's room, those days, that survived more than 135 years, is from the top, the bottom, it will tear. And then the top will still be new. But the garments that concealed the Holy of Holies, it was torn from top to bottom. If you know the Bible at all, you will know that when Jews are grieving, they tear their garment and they put sackcloth on their head. It was the father that tore it as a sign of his grief of his son that died. And every priest knew that the one that dwells between the cherubims, he was angered. It was the blood that sent that signal. It was the blood that was responsible. When he hit the ground, it gave a signal. There was an eclipse. It was the blood. When he hit the ground, there was earthquake. So much so that the centurion that was kept in charge of the arena confessed that this one is a righteous man. He came by blood. That man has killed many people on the cross before. Even Spartacus was crucified. Nothing happened. The great monarch between the cherubs, he tore his garment. And that was the end of the ecclesia.